podcast Figuring Life Out. I am your host, Jimena Coronado. I am a journalist and a social communicator, marketing professional by experience, writer by vocation. I consider myself a mind renewalist, compassion and empathy ambassador. The objective of this podcast is to share with you different stories and examples of how the way we process our thoughts have consequences in our lives, in our successes and our failures. I do not have all the answers, but I want to share with you the process I have been through until now, so I can save you part of the journey, and at the same time, I will continue to build my healing process. I hope I can help you to build yours. I do not have all the answers, but I do want to share with you the process I have been through until now, so I can save you a part of the journey, and at the same time, I will continue to build my healing process. I hope I can help you to build yours. You will find here someone who understands you, because there is someone walking the same journey as you. And my wish is that you can also help me to build a community where we can help, support, and encourage each other. Let us form an army of mighty warriors. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second podcast of Figuring Life Out. This week I want to share a story that has to do with a topic that was commemorated 2 days of last week. One of them was the Are You OK Day, celebrated in Australia on September the 9th, and the other one was the World Suicide Prevention Day, which was celebrated on Friday. According to Lifeline.org, 9 Australians die every day by suicide. 75% of those who take their own life are male and the rest are women. That is why this topic is a big deal in this part of the world. For those of you who do not know, Are You OK is an Australian non-profit prevention organization which instituted one day in the year to encourage everyone to connect, start a conversation, or just be there for people around us who can be struggling with depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. The World Suicide Prevention Day as well is an opportunity to champion suicide prevention efforts, provide a message of hope, and generate awareness on how can we help to have a world without suicide. Today, I want you to think about this topic and be aware of any signal or any situation that can be going on around you, where you can help someone somehow and prevent suicide. People just need to be listened or taken care of, nothing else, and I am pretty sure we can do that. Not to make the introduction any longer, here comes the story. Her name was Joy. She even had a word related to happiness in her name. She died when she was around 30 years old. I met her through Zoom in COVID times. Yes, the 2020 pandemic and also the 2021 one. Let's hope it's not gonna be the 2022. I remember her full of faith, energy, always encouraging and giving messages of hope to those around her. She was a survivor to the pandemic. Nevertheless, she died in February. At the beginning, I thought she maybe got the virus and that she died because of some failures in her lungs. But that was not the case. She decided it. She took her own life. She was heartbroken, one of my friends said. What happened? I asked. She liked a guy and she thought he liked her back, my friend answered. She was hoping him to tell her, to reveal his feelings, but it never happened, so she decided to step out. He didn't like her back as she was expecting, my friend continued, and he decided that it was better for them to stop being friends. He couldn't handle her feelings. Joy prayed to God to restore their friendship, but the guy didn't want to. It was too much for her to handle, concluded my friend, while she sighs. Again I ask, what do you think that happened? Do you think there was anything anyone could do to prevent it? Lies, she answered. She believed the lies from the enemy. No one will ever love me. No one will ever be attracted to me. I am going to be left alone. I am not enough. Our friend in common said. She tried to reach out. She talked to a lot of people actually. She asked for help, but she could not find consolation. She just decided it, my friend concluded. I was in shock, honestly. Was there anything else that could be done? How could I have given hope to someone who lost it and that also used to give hope to others? I saw a post on Instagram. Maybe if we were close enough, I could have shared that with her. And it said like this: To the person who is considering taking their own life, please stay. I know the pain may feel too much right now, but with time, you will discover that hope is real. The world is better with you in it. This was posted by Jazz Thornton from New Zealand and co-founder of Voices of Hope. What an irony, right? Her name was Joy. I can't stop thinking about that. Maybe she was called by that name all the time, but not even the strength and the force that represented that name could avoid the depression or the sadness that comes after a heartbreak. And here is another Instagram quote, but this time from Brendan Brown. There are 7.5 billion people in the world, and you are letting the opinion of one take up too much of your energy and mental space? You are better than that. I am not judging, I just hope that these words take roots in everyone's hearts today. People also say, "This too shall pass." I would have told her that too. I say it to myself as well, even though sometimes I think it does not make any sense. But that does not make it less true. She woke up before she died, Joy. She asked her parents for forgiveness. Maybe she asked God to forgive her too. Maybe she is in heaven today, free from all the world's sufferings, full of love and not exposed to failure or rejection. Maybe. Maybe God did the miracle and let her wake up before she died, just she could be forgiven. Mercy, maybe. But how many people now won't be touched or impacted by her life, and her joy? Thank you for listening to my podcast today. I appreciate the time you spend in hearing what I have to say. I hope the story I shared today will help you in your process. If you consider that this podcast has blessed you or helped you somehow, please do not hesitate to share it with others and in your social media. And don't forget to tag us at Figuring Life Out Podcast. If you want to share a story or suggest a topic, shoot me a DM at Figuring Life Out Podcast on Instagram. Together, we can change the world through the transformation of our mind, one at a time, one step at a time, one person at a time. Hope I can count on you for my next episode. Until next time.